we kind of like not been talking directly because I know she's mad. I know that I'm mad, but we'll get over it. I really care about Dorit. I just, we just probably both need a little time to get over some of the comments and the interview bites and Twitter and all that stuff.
What we do see you accused of is Dorit talks about you always taking Teddy's side. We see a lot of conflict between you and Dorit this season, and it seems like it's going to continue to heat up. Was your friendship affected by this season of the show?
Yes, absolutely. It's impossible, you know. It's not like, oh, is it spilling into your real life? No, this is our real life. You know, someone asked me the other day, oh, is it spilling into your life? Yeah, because it is our real life. So yes, it affects it. It can't not. Like I said, I was really upset with her for the comments she made in the first episode about my business that weren't true. And when you make comments like that, like I never say anything about anyone's family or anyone's business because, you know, that's their livelihood. Our families are the most important thing to us. So I stick with what the arguments are between the women. And I just thought that was a low blow. So then, you know, when something like that happens, then when I go on Twitter, I'm not going to be as nice as I normally would. I'm not. So I had to like explain myself, and then you start spilling over to Twitter, and the next thing you know, you're not talking again.
Are you two talking now?
Directly, no. I haven't. Like we're in like a group chat, but we're like not really. We're kind of like not been talking directly because I know she's mad. I know that I'm mad, but we'll get over it. I really care about Dorit. I just, we just probably both need a little time to get over some of the comments and the interview bites and Twitter and all that stuff. Watch What Happens Live.
There's been a lot coming out of Watch What Happens Live. So you say your friendship has suffered a little bit with her just because of what's played out?
Throughout these 10 years, every friendship, tends to suffer through the season. It just does. It's impossible. You know, if you're going to be honest and authentic, and how you feel, then you're going to get yourself in trouble sometimes. I mean, of course she doesn't like the comments I made about, her glam and all that, but that's how I feel. So, and there's going to be the people that think, what do you care, Kyle, if she had her makeup done? And that's the part that's frustrating that you can't explain because we don't talk about the show on the show. I care because I showed up. I was there at 5 a.m, getting in the car. I didn't get to take my kid to school, but so what can I say?
But for that, was it a matter of her doing that consistently, like a frequent behavior, or was it because it was Teddy's event you felt a certain way about it?
To me, it was more that do you know how many things that I have been invited to over these 10 years for women's businesses that I don't want to go to, but I go and I show up and I support them and I don't trash talk it. So I didn't like that aspect of it. And like I said, we've all signed up to do this show. We're all, have made a commitment to be there. If we all start saying, I'm going to come late because I'm going to do my hair and makeup, and I'm coming late to that because I want to sleep in and I'll come at noon. Like, that's not the way we've been doing this for 10 years. So what happens if you start changing all that? You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay. I mean, Erica did her glam, but she was still in the car at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And I didn't have an issue with that.
Yeah, but what about her remark when Dorit was talking about you and Teddy sharing a bed? You tried to call her out for that, and then she said you leaped to this blind defensiveness. She didn't really even own the comment. She just pointed her finger back at you being defensive about your friendship with Teddy. What do you think?
I also don't even get what she means. You blindly defend. Like, she was trying to make it seem like I have defended Teddy so many times. That's actually not the case. I'd love to go rewind and see exactly what she's referring to. I've defended many different people at many different times, but for some reason, nobody wanted to think about that night. But what was
the comment that she made about you and Teddy?
Oh, yeah. So what I didn't like was when it felt like everyone, was coming at me, and then all of a sudden to try to make turn something, out of nothing, of Teddy sleeping in my bed one night in Provence. Like, what does that even mean? Like, there you're just looking for things. You're grasping at straws. I mean, if you're going to put that out there, explain what that means. Because if it bothers you, why does it bother you? What are you saying? We're too close? that you think I'm a lesbian? Like, I didn't know, like, say it, I'm here for it, let's hear it. I would love to know. And by the way, if there was something exciting going on with Teddy and me, I'd be happy to share. I would have had something exciting to share at the table that night. But that's just not the case. She's like my little sister.
We've seen a little back and forth between you and Garcelle. Have you two talked after she's made some seemingly shady comments about you and Watch What Happens? You've sort of jabbed back on Watch What Happens. Have you two talked? What do you really feel about her?
We have not. I actually really liked her, and I was taken aback by those comments. And in my mind, I thought, oh, is this an example of someone coming in and think they have to stir up something? And I just, like I said, going back to talking about the OC people, I don't do that. I just go with what actually happens, genuinely happens. And I think if the viewer can see, I've been really nice to her. I mean, I was like, you know, giving her praises at my, you know, dinner party at my house. And I had her sit in my lap, my arm around her and laughing and joking. I honestly thought she's great. You know, I thought we were getting along. Of course, you know, she was filming a movie, I was filming a movie. So we were kind of like back and forth a little bit, but I have not spoken to her, but I think she kind of knows that I didn't know where that came from and it hurt my feelings maybe. So she's left some nice comments on my Instagram and I, you know, said thank you type of thing. So I don't know. I don't know where that came from. And like I said, just be honest. And if you really felt like that, then you could say it to my face while we're filming. Don't save it for Watch What Happens Live.